Yeah.
So let's get away from the Nets. No more Kyrie Irving talk. No more Nets talk. Kawhi Leonard. So for those that don't know, I recently got a job with the Clippers, and I'm there. I'm stable. I call it Staples Center. We're all gonna call it Staples Centers till the day we die. I've had a first-hand
That's right.
look at the Clippers team, and Kawhi Leonard has been sitting out almost all the games. He's played in like one or two games, and he's come off the bench at that. And when he has played, he looks pretty damn good. But he's been sitting out, and he's he got hurt about 18 months ago, so about a year and some change, so a lot of change. Is Kawhi and the Clippers, are they setting the right precedent for load management in the NBA?
Well, okay. I have, again, like if you guys seen our previous podcast, I'm like a old school mentality type guy.
Mhm.
A little older than Brandon. So I'm from the Kobe days, a little bit of Jordan. So like
Mhm.
my thought process is like, yeah, you're weak. That's what. But like if you ask some people my age, they'll probably tell you the same thing. That we grew up with Kobe and Michael Jordan. It's like it's like you said, it's just is that people go to the what you want to go if you're a Clipper fan, you want to go to the game and you want to see Kawhi Leonard. You want to see him. That's why you're
Yeah.
paying, so you
Mhm.
can see him play. You can see
Mhm.
him perform. Kobe always had that quote. Oh, like his wife would tell him like, hey, you should take a game off. No, there's people that came from different parts of the country to come see me play,
Yep.
and I want to be there for them. I want to perform for them. So no, Kawhi doesn't have that mentality. Ever since Kawhi, I'm gonna admit it, I was a big Kawhi fan before he went to the Clippers. I was like one of those guys that would be singing, Kawhi on. I forget the song, but there's a whole song for him to come to the Lakers.
Mhm.
And
Yeah. That song was
after a
crazy.
couple of months, yeah, after a couple of months, he decided to go to the Clippers, and a couple of months had passed by. He found out reports that like he had he had different like I'm sorry, like I have some brain fog being sick lately, but I forget the word, but he had some certain things that the Clippers had to do to accommodate him. Like
Mhm.
he has to be driven from his home in San Diego. I'm not sure if this is true, but I believe it is. He has a home in San Diego, and he has to drive or be driven all the way to LA to practice or to go to games, and he has to be accommodated with different type of things. His uncle had to get paid a certain amount and
First
different
two
things like that.
games.
Yeah. And I believe some private jet was included, some stuff like that.
A
So
lot
when
of
I
stuff.
thought about, yeah, so Kawhi is just like that kind of guy, like, oh no, like this, it's me first, not the team. It's not the fans, it's me first. And I understand, there's this, injury, you got to get better, you got to get 100%. But damn, like it's been, like you said, what, 18 months?
Yeah. Mhm.
And he's still doing the load management type of
Yep.
thing. Like, if this was LeBron, this was Kobe, or this was like another player,
Getting
it's like
shredded.
AD, everybody's shitting on AD, and he's played more games than Kawhi has played in the last 2 years.
Mhm.
And nobody's saying anything. Like it's like, oh yeah, because there's so much, there's a spotlight in LA. I understand the Lakers and now, Kyrie's taking away the spotlight.
Yeah.
So many other things going on in the NBA, but like, I feel like Kawhi is getting away with a lot.
Yeah. I mean, look, when you're I watched the Old Man of Three podcast with JJ Redick where they interviewed Ty Lue. And Ty Lue said, yeah, well, I mean, I think this is known. When you're the best player on the team, you get away with certain things. You get certain accommodations. It's normal. It
Yeah,
happens in every situation of work. If someone's making you the most money, you gotta do what you gotta do to keep him on the payroll and on the staff. But
yeah, make him happy.
for a team that has a lot of championship aspirations, it's not good to have your best player in and out the lineup coming off the bench. They're
Yeah,
a lot of the games that they've played and that they've lost, it's just from what I've seen, um, it's just there's no gel, like there's no groove to the team. There's no one like it doesn't feel like you can talk about, yeah, we have Norman Powell, we have all these great players, so that way when Kawhi doesn't play, they could just be plugged in. That's not how things work sometimes. You gotta have
yeah,
chemistry and part of that is
exactly. What
having
does
your
that
best
tell the
player
other
on the
players?
floor. Exactly. In that interview, he talked about, yeah, we're keeping these guys ready, this and that, but you can only do so much when when your best player is on the floor. I think it's setting a bad precedent for for star players. I mean, I don't. I mean, there hasn't really been much players that have been doing the same thing Kawhi has been doing. But I used to like the term "save for the playoffs." The playoffs is where it matters most. But in recent
Yeah,
memory, the playoffs don't mean crap if you're not either healthy or if you're not don't have chemistry. We've seen it firsthand with the Lakers. We've seen it firsthand with other teams, and I don't know, man. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Paul George has been carrying. Paul George has been carrying. But how does Paul George feel when Kawhi comes back? Oh, I've been balling. I just hit a game winner last Friday. I just hit a game winner in front of the crowd. I feel like the man. I feel good. John Wall, I'm getting these certain minutes. I'm getting the ball this much. All right, I'm feeling confident. I'm not saying Kawhi is a ball hog, but Kawhi is a ball dominant player. You got to feed him the ball. It can sometimes throw a wrench into like a rhythm, and I don't really like it for the Clippers. And I want to see them
yeah,
win a championship. I want to be there when they win if they win the finals. But I just don't like the precedent that's being set regarding injury, load management. I think it's
yeah,
very. I think when he comes off the bench, I think it sets a great example for the team. Like, hey, doesn't matter who's starting or coming off the bench, but you gotta play. You gotta play these couple games, and the team needs you. The team needs you. We're on a losing, not a losing streak, but we've lost a couple games that we should have won, and we lost one versus OKC, uh, opening night versus the Suns. We have a slogan called "Give no quarter," and there's sometimes where we're just blowing quarters and stuff, and it just, I just wish. I don't know. I just wish he would play more because, like you said, the fans are here to see him. When I'm on my break or the game, I'm done with my shift. I want to see Kawhi play. I want to see Kawhi ball out
yeah,
at Staples. He got what he wanted. He's in his hometown. He's in California. Like you said, he's not 2 hours from San Diego. Like he got what he wanted. You know. Now it's time for you to play. And it goes with other players in the league. Like a lot of players just don't play no more. And like back in the day, I mean, it statistically could be bad that you play 82 games in the season. It's bad for your body, bro. You're getting paid millions of dollars, bro. Like you're getting paid money
oh
that
yeah,
a lot of us
yeah.
probably
No,
won't ever see in our lifetime, you know. And
it's different
um,
from a long time ago. Way different.
yeah, and
Like
you're just
yeah,
playing
like yeah,
basketball. It's a
like a
kid's
lot.
game.
Even like
It's a
yeah,
kid's game.
exactly. A bunch of players like now, like the older players, like even older than my time. It was
Yeah, Charles
like they
Barkley's,
would say like
Shaq's.
yeah, exactly. They'd say like yeah, like team didn't care as long like they need to sell tickets. Like you need to go out there and play.
Yeah.
Like
Mm-hmm.
and now it's different now. You got to think about health and like you got to spread the you got to have a long lasting career so that you can play a long time. But Kawhi, I think he's crossing the line. I don't know if
Yeah.
something's wrong with his knee, right?
Yeah. It's his knee, and then yeah, it could be other stuff that we don't know about. But I mean, he obviously had the ankle injury, and then he had a thigh injury, and who knows if it inflamed it or if it got it to act up. But I mean, there hasn't been any word on it.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird situation, and Kawhi's always been like to himself, and
Yeah,
I don't want to call him weird, but I like he's he is a little strange. Um, you know, from the comment recently saying like, yeah, I don't watch basketball like that. I just watch maybe I'll watch film here and there if I don't watch basketball.
which is
Like
fine.
it just to me, and this is again guys, this is my opinion. Just like to me, when I got from that, it's like he's kind of done. Like he's like, I just want to play a couple more seasons, maybe one or two, and I'm done. Like he's Kawhi's gonna be that
That's how
one
he's always been.
that dude when he retires, we're all gonna forget
Never
about
gonna
him.
hear him
He's just
again.
gonna nothing.
Yeah,
You're not gonna know anything about
yeah,
Kawhi ever again.
yeah. I just, I don't know, man. If I had the chance to play for millions of dollars, bro, I would play for free on that team. Like,
Yeah,
it
that's
just
your love. That's the love that you have,
you're
the
the leader
passion.
of it. Yeah, you're the leader of the team, man. I know he has, and I'm not saying he doesn't have any love and passion for game of basketball I'm playing, but you got to set that example. Your actions speak louder than words. But I'm sure he'll be at the end of the season. He'll ramp it up and he'll be playing. But in
Yeah,
the current moment, you can't. You just have to set a tone and a lead and a culture from day one. You have to set that. And I guess coming off the bench was his way of doing it, but you got to keep doing it until maybe it's December, maybe it's January. Things can kind of stale. All right,
yeah,
taking some days off, cool. But the first 5 games, like 6 games, like that's when you get tickets. Not tickets the most, but I mean, it's hard to sell seats. And when you know you're the best player's not gonna be playing, it's for the franchise and to make money. It doesn't really look good. But
yeah,
I hope he picks it up. I hope I'm sure people are learning from it. And I hope players don't get away with crossing these kind of lines as we go down forward. Because, like you said, Kobe didn't want to let down fans, and I hope a lot of players keep that with them and know that a lot of people don't have that much money, and they spend all their hardworking money to go watch you play. So
Exactly, and they were my pick. They are still my pick
they
to
still are.
to
Yeah,
it's Warriors and them to go to the Western Conference Finals, and both teams are making me look bad right now.
yeah. But it's like we said, it's the
It's still
beginning of the
early.
season.
Yeah,
We can look 6 months from now and be like, "Damn, this podcast was 100% wrong." This is,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? But that's part. It's part of the job. You know, we got to cover what's going on. We got to be unbiased. You know, we got to be
Yeah.
real.